What if your program could make choices on its own? Up until now, Python accepted data and did calculations. But real programs behave differently based on the situation. Just like you deciding whether to carry an umbrella depending on the weather. Today, Python learns to choose. You will understand if, elif, and else. Combine multiple checks. Use Truthy and Falsy values. And write clean, readable decisions. A conditional is a decision point. Python asks a question. If the answer is true, one block runs. Otherwise, a different path executes. Just like, if it's raining, take an umbrella. Else, enjoy the walk. Let's check if a score meets the passing mark. Run the code. Observe the output. Only one message prints. That means the program chose a path based on the condition. Sometimes two choices are not enough. Use elif to check conditions in order. Python stops at the first match. Remaining checks are ignored. We map a numeric score to a letter grade. Watch the output. Only one grade prints. The first match wins. What if you need more than one condition? Use and when both must be true. Or when at least one is enough. Not to flip the result. These read like plain language. Watch how conditions combine. And narrows the requirement. Relaxes it. Flips a value. Observe the output. It prints true or false based on each rule. Python treats some values as true and others as false. Empty right pointing arrow false, non-empty right pointing arrow true. This makes conditions short and natural to read. No comparisons needed. If name. Means, if there is a name. If count. Means, if count is non-zero. Run and observe. The output changes based on truthiness. Sometimes one decision depends on another. You can place one if inside another. Keep nesting shallow. If it gets deep, restructure or combine conditions. Let's determine ticket pricing. Watch the output. Only one price prints. Nesting controls the final decision. When you want a short if-else that returns a value, use a ternary expression. Perfect for quick choices. This picks between two messages based on the hour. Run and check, the selected greeting prints. Sometimes you haven't written the code yet. Pass keeps the structure valid. Useful while planning. Nothing happens visibly, and that's the point. Pause here and try these. Doing it yourself builds intuition. Great progress. You learned how to make your code think. Choose paths. Combine rules. And keep decisions readable. Next lesson. Loops ***. You'll repeat actions with control and elegance. I'll leave the last few seconds for the end screen. If you enjoyed this style, subscribe to Notebook Learnings so you never miss the next lesson.